Hi guys. Hi guys, how are you? It's Hope in a Day in the Life of a Bronx Realtor. And I just want to tell you about an experience I had with one of my previous clients, right? Because this is the Day in the Life of a Bronx Realtor. And even though I give you information, we talk about topics, I also want to share with you some of the experiences that I have. And I always call myself your realtor for life because I'm here to help you, forever. So I have a client, Enrique, he calls me up. He's like, hey, how are you? This is Enrique. Do you remember me? I spoke to him, I don't know, a few years back, which is, not good because I should be keeping track of all my clients and saying hi to them, every now and then, no matter how years back, right? But he sold the house in 2000 and he bought the house in 2009, right? So he calls me up and he's like, oh, do you remember me? And I'm like, yeah, Enrique. I said, you bought the house over there by Soundview? He's like, yeah, Evergreen. I said, wow, how are you? And he said, oh man, I'm so stressed and this and that. Somebody called the city on me about my basement. I don't rent my basement out. And then the inspector came and he fined me for my basement. And then he told me that my house was a one family and that I altered it into a two family. And I went to see the judge in the city and the judge said the same thing. Now the house is legally described as a two family and is being taxed as a two family, but that doesn't mean that it's a legal two family, guys, right? So I remember and I said, okay, 2009, wow, that's almost 10 years ago. I probably was in the business about 6 years, and I still know that I was looking into the COs at that time, and there's like no way that the title company, the bank, the attorney, and I missed this. There's no way. So like, what's going on? And I think he called the attorney's office and he spoke to, like, I don't know, the assistant or the secretary, and I think she gave him some information, but he was confused and he was like just really frustrated. He had all his paperwork and I couldn't find like the banker, okay, because I wanted to like request like the appraisal report, but I was able to see like the title. And I called up the title company and I explained to them the situation. And thank God that they still existed, because there's times that I've called title companies and they just don't exist anymore, which is like really bad because it's like you have no proof of anything. I've had quite a few deals with different things where happen as a result because the title company didn't file something correctly and now they're out of business. But thank the Lord that the title company was still in existence and they said, yes, we do have this file, but you have to call the attorney. They couldn't talk to me, which is fine. I was just happy that at least that the title company existed. So then I called up the attorney, Joe Carafano, which is awesome. He's one of the attorneys that we use. And he said, Hope, give me a week, and he did have the files still, because they got to hold the files. I don't know if it's 7 years or something like that, but it's been a pretty long time. And he was able to go into his archives. And he said, Hope, I have the CO. He called me a week later. He said, Hope, I have the CO. This is a two-family, so I don't understand. I said, okay, but in any event, we was happy that we were able to have proof that it is a two-family. I called up Enrique, and he's like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I can't believe this, because the judge said this and that, and there's no record in the buildings department at all. Okay, the certificate of occupancy is what the buildings department issues a home when it's first built, describing the legal use. Okay, so it's a legal two family, it's a legal one family, okay? And if you like alter the house or whatever, you gotta file it and then they give you a new CO. Okay, and at this time of the house, I forgot the year. I don't know if it's before 1932 or before 1937, but I know it's in the 30s that they did not require COs prior. Okay, moving forward they did. So this is the problem that you come into sometimes with that. Okay, but the title company did search at the time and they did locate a CO. If not, then you have to get, something from the buildings department stating that it is a one or two or whatever, right? right? A letter of like no objection or whatever. Okay, so the point is that I called him up. He was so happy. He came here. He was like, how much do I have to pay you? And I said, no, you don't have to pay me anything. I said, I'm your realtor for life. And when he first came here with all the paperwork, he said, Hope, I'm going to sell the house like in a year or whatever, so I'm going to call you. Before I even did all of this. So when he came and I gave him the CO and I wrote a letter that this house was sold, okay, as a two family, as per the bank, the title, the appraiser, there was no issues, and that the title company did search and find the actual certificate of occupancy, which is attached with the letter that I wrote him if they have any questions or whatever. And he was just beside himself, like, wow, you helped me. And that's what customer service is about, and that's what about being a realtor for life is for. Because sometimes we say, oh, call the attorney, call this, call that, do this, do that. You know what? They have jobs. They don't understand everything the way we do. We kind of know the real estate lingo. We kind of know everything. You know what? I call up I call up the attorney. I'm going to call up the title company. Don't worry, Enrique. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to help you. That's what being a realtor is. And I don't need to get paid for that. Okay, and I said, don't worry, I'm your realtor for life. And, you know, he was just so happy, and I gave him a hug, and I said, any problems, you let me know, and you give me a call. And that's what being a realtor is about. It's about customer service and being there for your clients. And if you don't know what to do, you know, you find out, or you refer them, you know. So if you want to buy, or you want to sell, or lease, or rent, if there's anything that you need related to real estate, don't hesitate to give me a call, because I will help you. And if I can't help you, I will direct you to a professional that can. Okay, guys, so you enjoy your day. Bye-bye.